time of the week again.
Yeah. Oh, dude, like that'd be so sick. Honestly, we come in here, we get like some DJ to make us a little bop to come in on every time, and it's just like us dancing, fucking. But then we would have to play that every time we recorded. We have to figure out how to stop it like while we're recording, and it'd be a mess, but be worth it, I think, in the end. So,
I got a joke for you.
hit me with it, dude.
What do you call a book club that's stuck on the same book?
I don't. Uh, I don't know.
Come on,
Oh man.
just say something.
It's just skeleton crew.
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to repeat it now because
Okay.
you've taken so long.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Repeat it. What do you
So
call it?
what do you call a book club that is stuck on the same book?
George R. R. Martin. I don't know.
It's called church.
Got him, baby.
Boom.
Boom. I'm gonna add in some sound effects there, like
Look
an
at
air
that, dude! Look
horn.
at that bruise, bro.
The hell did you get a bruise from, man?
I don't know.
Man, that's
I
so
don't know.
crazy. It gets so
Christina
crazy.
saw it the other day. She's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "On your arm." And I'm just sitting there like looking around. And she's like, "No, lift your arm up, dummy." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know."
Dude, what the hell,
So,
man?
I forgot to mention it last week. So when you go to Aruba, okay, first of all, there's like a lot of people that take direct flights from New York or Boston, right? There's
Yeah.
ton of mass holes that go down there, especially in like Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, all that, like that
Oh,
surrounding area.
mass holes. I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what they're called. And so there's even there's like a not a bar, it's like an outdoor restaurant called like Iguana Joe's or something, and like they have tons of like Red Sox and Bruins and Celtics and like
Hell yeah.
Patriots
My
gear,
kind of
right? And
people.
no,
Oh,
and
okay.
but it's like this weird cultural like thing, like this specific place for like people of like Boston, like
Okay.
I don't know, it's weird. Anyways, so there's a lot of that um, a lot of those people from that geographical area, we'll say. And so one of the things you do at the place we stay at the, I guess you could call it a resort, whatever. It's not really a resort but it's just more of like it's a timeshare. It's like,
It's a place where they keep people like you. Yeah.
no, it's a timeshare. I mean, it's not like a sandals resort. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Yeah. Sandals
I,
Resort always felt very like
but to
cultish
explain
me.
this to you,
Yeah.
who
Okay.
is whatever,
I've
you
been
think,
to a timeshare before, but I know how like
but not all timeshares are the same. It
yeah,
doesn't
they're
matter.
all trash.
No, they're not. Either way, every time I talk about timeshares, I always like am reminded of the Always Sunny episode where they're just like, "Oh yeah, shit, we'll get that, and we'll go get a free set of golf clubs," and then they end
Yeah.
up with a timeshare or whatever.
Yeah. That's my
Um,
parents.
I'm not gullible. Fuck, they can't tell me nothing, and then whatever. So, anyways, so one of the things you do is like there's a lazy river there, and there's a couple pools, and like the beaches are out there, but like you spend a lot of time at the lazy river, so you can you can swim up to the bar and grab a drink, whatever. Um, and I don't, it's not really like a rule, but it's just one of those things that you do.
Yeah.
We have a specific set of floats that we take every time we go, and it's the ones that they have, you set in them, and then like they have cup holders and they, whatever. If you saw them, you'd be like, oh, yo, those. And it's just like we've just always taken those, and that's just what we use to like lounge around.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Got you.
so
Okay.
because there's and like we're not the only people that do that, but because we always just take a magic marker and we sort of name our floats, right?
Yeah.
So, my father-in-law always does the SS May Pop because the float may pop. It's like a fat joke. It may pop.
Oh, get it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you. I thought it was like
Oh, yeah.
a new kind of, K-pop, but it's Mayday Parade pop now or something. I don't know.
Like this float may pop
I get it.
due to too
Yeah.
much weight. Anyways,
That's pretty good.
and so whatever. This year, I'll always just do like whatever, just put my last name on it. I don't give a shit. So, but this year, I decided I was gonna put Lord Spag on there.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And like it's like one of those if you know, you know, but like
Yeah,
who the fuck's
nobody's gonna know in fucking Aruba, dude.
no one's gonna know. Who's gonna know?
No one's
They'll
gonna.
never know.
No one's gonna know.
Except we're in the lazy river and this part like we're just chilling. I don't even know if Zoe's with us. It might just be me and Christine at this point. And then like this guy like I'm not even gonna try to attempt it because I don't want to offend people from like, Connecticut and Massachusetts, but like this
Oh,
guy
hey
was
there, bud. How are ya?
no, that's Minnesota. Hold on, I see it. Keys,
Hey there,
Spag.
buddy. Hey there, pal. I don't know. I sound like I'm in the '70s like film or something. Some fucking mobster over here.
70s, like 20s. Yeah, see? Yeah.
That's I. Man. Okay. Well, I'll digress later. I'll digress later.
And he's just like, Lord Spag, huh?
Oh
He's
God.
like, your name's not Spagnola, is it? And I'm like,
Oh shit, dude. You're gonna get fucking whacked. You're out there floating around in the goddamn lazy river, and just like all of a sudden you just come around the corner. It's just you covered in blood with a bullet hole in your head because you fucking got whacked because they thought you were part of some other pasta family. I don't know,
yeah.
man.
And so I was like, no, it's not. And he goes, oh, he's like, I thought you might be from like the Shrewsbury, Massachusetts area. I'm like, Nope. I was like, I've only been to Boston like one time my whole life. It's twice, but whatever. It's just one of those like conversations. It's
Yeah.
like I'm in the lazy river. I don't know this person from anybody. And he's like, oh, well, you see, and then like I knew I was in for it now because like anytime someone says, oh, well, you see,
Yeah, that's a story coming. You got a
here
story,
comes the
buddy.
story. So he tells me this whole diatribe. And Christina doesn't say a word. She's got her
She just
sunglasses
floats
on.
on down the river, buddy.
We're
She's
connect.
out of
We're
here.
like we're connected. So,
Oh
but
no,
like,
just like
um,
trying to disconnect herself.
and so he's just like, yeah, there was this retail store in Massachusetts called Spag Supply. And it was like a real eclectic grocery store, it was kind of like a thrift store. And like people would travel from all over the Connecticut and Massachusetts, New Hampshire area and shop here. And I just thought that maybe, that was your last name because their last name was, hold on, let me find that. I pulled it up.
Spagliota is what
I
it is.
thought you would think so, but it started Borgata. Anthony Borgatti. Sorry. Anthony
Okay,
Borgatti opened the Shrewsbury Battery and Tire Service in 1934, blah, 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 blah. There's an entire Wikipedia like
damn, dude.
article. Like this is like a legit discount store. It closed in October 3rd, 2004. There was two buildings or two shops. Anyways, and I was like, nah, man, never heard of that or anything. Like just sort of trying to like get me away from this conversation.
Yeah,
He goes, "Oh, you must just love pasta then."
you had no
And I
idea,
was
buddy.
and I was like, "Yeah, that's totally it, man."
Didn't even plug the podcast, man.
This guy was like in his 60s, 70s, man.
He
Like
loved it, man. He would loved it. We
he
are
he would
that's
have
our demographic right there.
he would have got a kick out of this story, I'm sure. But no, I
That's our
was just like,
demographic right there. 60-year-old Bostonite, he's like floating around lazy river listening to us. Yeah, that's
I
us.
did, I did, I did tag like you see those places stickers everywhere. I did
Yeah.
throw a sticker on there somewhere.
Okay.
No,
All right.
whatever. I've always got a sticker on me, so
I need to
I'm
start
always
carrying them.
yeah, I'm always gonna tag. But anyways, it is what we got 2 weeks
Dude,
left
yeah, we got two more weeks. It feels
this
weird.
week,
It feels like
this week and next week.
it feels
It's
like there's
because
been
we've been in
extra.
spooky season since September, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but not only that, like it feels like there's been like an extra week for Halloween this year. So I don't
Yeah.
know, and it's in the
Before
middle of a
we
week too.
before we
So
get into that, I should probably mention the Polar Destroyer issue 2 Fund My Comic campaign is up and running.
hell yeah, it's
It's
gonna be linked in the
started on
description
Monday.
and the show notes as
Um,
well.
as of this recording, we hit like 25% in like 25 minutes, and it was kind of nuts. But
Yeah,
as of this recording, we are at 46% with 35 days to go. So get up on it. I got good prices, man. I got good prices for
now
$10
you
plus
ain't gonna
shipping.
find no
You ain't gonna
comic.
find you ain't gonna find no good comic for this price, boy.
No,
I'm gonna just tell you.
no, but no,
Man.
that's a
Uh,
deal right there. That's a
I
deal.
did. There was somebody who I forget. I would if I remember their name, I would give them a shout out. But they bought my book off my big cartel like randomly, not randomly, but it was just like one of those threads. It's like, hey man, and he like like was very positive about it, and he was just like, man, and he had told somebody else, he's like, you should totally back the book. He's like, I think he's got some of the best prices in the indie like comic sphere, because like I was selling my book for like $5 on my big cartel plus shipping. Like, you know, it's basically the shipping is where you get screwed. But
Yeah,
for
you can
ten
ship shit for
dollars
free.
plus shipping, listen to this, $10 plus shipping, you will get a physical version of issue 2 and a trading card.
And trading cards are all the rage nowadays. So
Yep. There is a catch
saying,
up bundle if you do not have any, if you've not read issue 1, there's a bundle to get it 1 and 2. I think it was $16 to get both plus the trading card. And then there's a bunch of other rad bundles
and a
in
bottle
there
of ketchup. You get it,
and a
'cause,
bottle of ketchup.
Ketchup.
Um,
That's not
you
included.
know, we had a big like that first like 25 minutes, man. There's a bunch of people that want that commission by our boy for Red Rig
Yeah,
Hornended.
if you're feeling, dude, if you're feeling Randy, man,
If you're feeling like you got some money you need to spend, give it to your boy.
and he's just like, man, yeah,
I want
cash.
to call him Fred.
Fred, I don't know, man. I feel like he strikes me as the type that doesn't like being called Fred. You know what I mean? I call him
Like,
Ed. Nah, he doesn't like calling
no,
Ed. I need to. What? I guess we should just ask him what he wants to be called. I think he said Fred before, or probably just Frederick.
I refer to him in conversations as Fred, but not to him in conversation. That'd be weird, right?
FD. That's what I want to call him.
Yo, what up, FD? Would be FH, right?
No, I'm talking. I taking out the R and the E
You're taking out
and the
all the letters and
E.
just
Yeah, just leaving the FD. Yeah.
So anyways, go now. I will full disclosure here. Fund My Comic does take your money out when you pledge.
Yeah.
And again, if there's there's a whole backstory behind the Kickstarter debacle.
That you're never
It
gonna
is
hear about. No one's ever gonna hear it. Ever.
that's
It'll
not
be in
true.
the book that you're writing.
Um, but if you want to wait a little bit longer to get paid, if you want to pledge at a lower tier, that's fine. No big deal. I just want your money, however you give it to me. So,
Yeah.
give it to me.
Go
Give
steal
me
your
money.
grandmother's credit card. This is not
Give
legal
me
advice,
money.
but
Me now. Give me money. Me now.
is okay. So if you steal your grandmother's credit card and like put a bunch of money on it and she dies, nobody has to pay that, right?
I don't
That's free
honestly.
money.
Let me just tell you. I don't know how credit card debt works, but I know student loans goes to your next of kin, right?
Nope. You want to know
No.
why? Because I'm not gonna pay it. If I was talking to my dad the other day, and he was like talking about like, hey,
Is he in debt?
no, but I mean he has debt. Everybody has debt.
I
Dude.
mean,
Are you kidding me? In this
well, that's the
economy,
American dream. You can't be an American and not have debt.
I think he
Um,
has student loan debt from me, my brother, and sister.
but
And
I thought you had the debt.
I do have the debt. It's spread around the family, baby. Yeah, dude, we're all taking on
That's called
debt.
socialism, buddy.
Yeah, buddy, it's just socialism, but the opposite way, and it's like the worst of the socialisms.
No,
But
that's communism where they all take it.
yeah, dude, communism is rough. Though. I'll give you that. Like it's bad. But the whole thing, we were having a conversation, and he was like, "Yeah, I got enough money here to like, pay off my debt." That way, they come talking to you about debt. I was like, "I'm gonna be honest with you. They come talking to me about debt and be like, well, he's dead. So I don't know what you want me to do about his debt."
No, what you do is you bet. I don't know him.
Yeah, actually, I don't know. I don't know anything about this guy.
Speaking
Actually.
of, I had some number calling me constantly while I was on vacation, and I was like,
That's always scary.
but
Yeah.
it was a local number, and I'm like, I'm not like they're not leaving a message, whatever. So then I had my headphones in. This is a couple days ago, and I accidentally hit the thing because like you can do the thing to silence it,
Yeah. And you actually hit the
Accidentally.
answer button.
and they were looking for my dad,
That's never,
and they're like,
been a
you know,
bad sign.
they said his name or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know him.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's what I was like, I don't know. They're like,
And I
oh.
honestly, I respect
They were like,
it.
this is the number we have on file. I was like, I was like, my last name's Osborne, but I was like, I don't know who that is.
I don't know who the fuck you're talking about right now, actually.
And they're like, here's the thing. And they're like, oh, okay, thank you. Not 5 fucking minutes later, they called right back. And I didn't answer. I was just like, bro, persistent.
I would have answered
little
again and be
bitch.
like, okay, I'm sorry. I just told you. Like, we just had a conversation about how I didn't know
I
who this
don't know
guy
you.
was. So, like, I don't know why the fuck you're calling back. But that's brilliant. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. If my dad's debtors come for his money when he's dead. It's like,
yeah.
because it's like that's the thing. Is like you took the risk, right?
Mm.
That's your thing. You took the risk as a business. You
Yeah,
loaned the
but
money
then there's-
etc. But he dies. That's on him, dude. That's on you. You take the L there, bud. Not me. I don't have to pay shit, right? It's I don't take on my parents' debts because that's not how this works, right? I'm my own
I'm pretty sure
individual
you do.
person. Nope, buddy.
I'm pretty sure you do,
Nope.
though.
I'm taking this all the way up to the Supreme Court, and they're gonna agree
I
with me.
mean, I think because there's people that have like faked their own deaths to like get out of shit.
Yeah, but I mean, this, I don't think it's changed. Like, I'm still not paying the debt. Like, you can fake your debt 100 times. I'm still not paying it.
I know, but like, I don't know. I don't know
I'm not a
how.
lawyer. I'm not a bird lawyer.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
how
how it
next. I
works.
honestly, I'm 35 years old. I should probably know how that works because I'm probably gonna have to deal with that at some point in the future. So
I mean,
I
yeah, that's
guess,
the thing about our age. Is like,
I guess I'll just deal with it when it
I
happens,
guess
right?
I'll just die whenever they come to me for the debt. Just-
Oh no!
yeah.
And then like you do that thing, you just pass out and you fall on the floor, and then you're just like,
Oh fuck! There's a moth. Oh, this moth just scared the shit out of me because it landed on the window behind me.
it's fucking Mothra, dude. Anyways, scare me, daddy.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so we are in the spooky season, of course.
Hmm.
So,
Okay, hold up.
okay.
Tell me about this shower banana.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh
What are you
man.
doing? What are you doing with the banana in the
Okay,
shower?
okay, man.
What are you
Listen,
doing with the banana on the tailpipe?
listen. Okay, I
If you
think.
get that reference, I'll give you $5.
Oh gosh, man, I really want that $5. What was it? Can you say it again? I'll do anything for $5, dude. Say it again.
There's a banana on the tailpipe.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This is Squidbillies.
No.
Damn, I was so close. What is it?
Beverly Hills Cop, Damon Wayans.
I've never seen that movie,
So,
so I would
but
have never gotten
yeah,
that.
it's great. But anyways, like Eddie Murphy goes in and like he's trying to lose the cops, so he goes into this hotel and he gets the banana, and uh, Damon Wayans is like, "You're gonna put the banana on the tailpipe," and I don't know, it's weird. Where you going?
Dude,
And
those
he
older
takes the
movies.
banana. He takes the banana, and
Yeah,
he fucking puts it in the tailpipe
and it
of the
doesn't
car.
like.
So when they go and they try to chase him, he goes, and then like, they can't go. But
I,
anyways.
I don't think that's how car works.
Anyways, it doesn't matter.
I don't think
It
that's
doesn't
fair,
matter.
man.
Tell me about this banana in your tailpipe.
Okay, dude. I was thinking about this the other day though, and I was thinking about like how I was gonna, because immediately people are gonna be like, "Oh, you haven't been in a shower, you showed up your ass," right? It's like that's what it is. But no, I was
Look,
okay. I think I've matured as a person, right?
hmm
And I was thinking about this. I think I've grown past shower cereal, right? Like I'm not gonna stop enjoying a bowl occasionally of like having a bowl of cereal in the shower, but it was in the middle of my nighttime shower, right? Doing a little shower stretching. You ever do that, like a little shower stretching?
in the mornings, yeah, because I'm stiff as a
Yeah,
board,
dude. But I
bro.
was doing this at nighttime. My knees were feeling a little tight, so it's like okay, do some
Some
toe
shower yoga,
touches. Yes, a little shower yoga, right? It's nice, hot
toe
in there.
touches, get that
Get that,
blast on your ass.
oh, dude, man. Don't I have a bidet and I just can't stop getting that blast in the ass, man. I love it. Uh, but I
Is this a
started
Halloween episode?
I started cramping up and I was like, oh shit, Shelby, can you grab me a banana? She was like, okay, sure. And she handed me a banana. I was sitting there eating it in the shower.
Hmm.
Fucking
Low key.
so nice, man. It was
I don't
just
like bananas, dude.
it's the only thing that I can think of in a pinch to where it's like
Oh,
if I eat this,
were you texting me while you were in the shower eating your banana?
when was this?
Because I told you to eat a sweet potato, and you're just like, because I said I had
No,
more
that was like
potassium,
that
and you're
was.
just like, oh, I can't just eat a sweet potato raw, and I'm like, says who? And you're like, well, I won't.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's like theoretically you can eat a sweet potato raw, but I'm not gonna do it.
It's all
Uh,
the only thing I don't like about sweet potatoes is how
no,
stringy they are.
that was after the night before, like a few nights before. I had like cramped up so bad, my toe hurts on my left side, and so like when I was cramping up, that I think I broke my toe, and I've just not done anything about it, but it cramped up, and like that.
You would know if you broke your
God,
toe, it'd be swollen, it'd be purple.
I don't know, man. It's not swollen purple, but it hurts like a son bitch. That's for sure.
Hurt like a son of a bitch.
But no, I was just enjoying a shower, man. I was like, I think
But
everybody
you
should try.
did. You were sending me text and or voice messages while you were in the shower.
Oh, I've sent you this. I probably text you while I'm in the shower. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a shower. Like, you're not gonna see my balls, dude. I'm not gonna send you a picture of my balls. Like, look at me, dude. I'm not gonna
Please don't.
FaceTime you while I'm in the shower. like, hey, how's
I
it going,
mean,
buddy?
I don't think it would be beyond you for the fucking
Oh,
shits and giggles
for the
and
laughs? Yeah, I
for
would
the
do it.
irony. You would do it just to be like, look at me.
Yeah.
And
Obviously gonna be
you'd
covered
you'd
up.
be like,
Yeah.
no, you'd like tease it. Be like,
Yeah. You gonna see some ball sack this time? I don't know. I don't know, man. Dude. It's so
Anyways,
funny.
oh, your camera just went out of focus, bro.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's probably because I moved too much. I just like
Do not move. Statue.
and that's the
Use
dead
it.
air everybody's looking for, baby. On their bingo
Yeah.
card. Let's go.
Anyways, scaring me, Daddy. What are we
Okay,
doing?
dude. I don't know. I didn't know if you wanted to like.
I don't give a shit. You go.
Do you want to talk about folklore legends? Do you want to like? I think I'll save the stories for next week because that to me feels like something you could do around a campfire at night. Okay.
You know what I should do next week is I find me like 20 minutes of campfire. I'll throw it in the background.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. And in my side of
But
things,
what I
I'll
need
put
you
an
to
actual
do,
campfire in the video.
yeah, but what I need you to do
Okay.
is I need you to find me like a however long.
Okay.
I need you to convert the YouTube into an MP3
Okay.
because they're shady websites. And
Oh yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
I have to use one every single time I upload a thumbnail.
Okay. And then send it to me. I don't know how you're gonna get it to me. Put it in a Dropbox, I
So
guess.
don't worry about it. I'll get it to you. I got a
But I
guy
think
for
it'd
that.
be kind of neat and just like sit around and tell spooky stories.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm
All
excited
right,
now. Okay.
folklore.
So
Folklore.
I was thinking about it. I was like, what can we do to like get spooky on Halloween, right? I'm thinking, well, there's a lot of folklore legends, right? It's not an exhaustive list. I only got like 3 here, I think. Maybe 4? Do I have 3? I
I
have
feel
4.
like you
I have 4.
did not do enough.
I have 4. Yeah, it's definitely not enough. It's probably not enough content, but hey, you know what is. But the first thing, I got the Headless Horseman, right? Because it's coming off of the last episode. Everybody watched it and listened, I'm sure. They saw the Headless Horseman take
Number
on.
one podcast in Spaghetti Town, dude.
We are. It's all the Headless Horseman take on John Wayne Gacy. I think the Gacy walked away with that one, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't. Yeah, I think so.
I think he did walk away with that one. The movie actors did win, but you know the movie killers. But anywho, I was thinking like, why don't we dive in to like the scary tales, like the origin stories of these folklore legends? So
Okay.
I don't have much on the Headless Horseman because it's kind of like the first one I started with, but also it's just like, you know, he's not that scary. But sometimes referred to as, shouts out Mike, the Galloping Hessian, which I think I'm saying that right. I'm sure that I'm saying that right.
I'm sure you're not, but okay.
It's the legend of the Headless Horseman. It's sometimes referred to as it was started around the time of the Revolutionary War. The story goes that the Headless Horseman is the ghost.
Yeah.
It's the ghost of a Hessian soldier, shocker, that was riding into battle and was decapitated by cannon fire. Honestly, if I'm gonna go in a Revolutionary War, that's how I want to go.
Listen, I saw the Always Sunny episode. I know how the Liberty Bell cracks, bro.
Yeah, I want to take a full-on cannonball to the face. Like, I don't want to suffer like they did when they got like shot in the leg or whatever. No, thank you. I don't want gangrene. Don't want to go through all that
Where
infection.
they just like take you get shot in the leg, and then they literally like
have to
give
take the
you,
leg.
like
Yeah,
they just take like a bone saw and just
give you a bottle of gin. They say hold on tight. You know, but it's said to be bound on horseback to the church grounds where he was buried, but at night roams in search of his lost head. And that's
yeah. I mean, it's a pretty old like folklore. I feel like, and
Yeah.
it's almost always. I mean, I thought it originated or stemmed from like Legend of Sleepy Hollow and all that.
that
stuff,
is
but-
actually like now that you bring that up, that is actually like Sleepy Hollow is the one that claims that's where the legend was started. And that's like kind of like what the movie
And
was
you were
based
like
on,
today's
etc.
years old when you realized it was a
I
real
didn't know
place.
that was a real place. That was just made up for the movie. I didn't know. So the legend of the Headless Horseman. Okay, but that all being said, is like it started in Sleepy Hollow. There's also like Mike was talking to us earlier, and it's like there are several other locations that try and claim that like this is where the origin of like the Headless Horseman was from like the Revolutionary War and whatnot. But he was definitely in more than just the Revolutionary War, though, because I'm seeing here is like in Scottish folklore, Irish folklore, and Welsh folklore, German folklore. So he's got like dude roams around the country. Okay.
Well, I mean, he's got a horse, bro. You think he's just gonna be like stationary?
Ooh, listen to this. Okay, in southern Texas, the stories of a figure known as the El Muerto have
El
circulated
Muerto.
since the mid 1800s. El Muerto is said to dangle his head from his saddle, and his horse is variably said to produce lightning, fucking rad as hell, from its hooves as they strike the ground. It has been speculated that the particular iteration of the Headless Horseman was based on another legend in which a man was captured and beheaded for stealing horses. The man was then made an example when his killers tied his decapitated body to a wild horse, tied the head to the pommel of the saddle, and sent the horse on its way.
I'm just thinking we need a new roaming boss for Hunt Showdown.
Fucking a Halloween one, none of that.
Give me
Headless.
somebody that runs around on a horse and like throws shit.
Oh yeah,
Like,
dude. Fucking pumpkins. Hell, it could be pumpkin. It could be cannonballs. Shit, I don't know. Get thrown. Thrown something.
I don't know if it fits the theme, but like, who gives a shit, right?
Let's do Scottish folklore real quick. Okay, in the Scottish folklore, the most prominent Scottish tale of the headless horseman concerns a man named Ewan. Ewan? I think it's pronounced Ewan, right? Ewen. Ewan.
Like Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. That's right. Decapitated in a clan battle at Glencaneer, on the Isle of Mull. The battle denied him any chance to be the chieftain, and both he and his horse are headless in the count. Oh shit! That fucking imagine seeing a headless horse, dude.
That'd be wild. I mean, imagine seeing a headless human. That's got to be.
That is probably scary, but seeing a headless horse, honestly, I don't know. My meter a little bit scarier.
Is the horse still moving?
Yeah, as I'm saying, like he's riding around on a headless horse, so it's like,
Is it a horse? Or is it just a body?
it's just a cadaver.
That is pretty terrifying. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty.
But that battle denied him to be a chieftain, and both he and his horse are headless in the accounts the haunting the area. Among the Highland Scottish diaspora
Why did you you're like half Scottish, half not Scottish?
in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia,
Nova
seeing
Scotia.
the image of or hearing the sound of a horse or headless rider is traditionally regarded as an omen of an imminent death within the family. So, don't see that.
How do you feel about omens? Like black cats, that sort of thing.
Like I don't. There's like 4 or 5 different black cats that live in our neighborhood. So like, if they're bad luck,
Because it's like what a black cat that like
if it
walks
crosses
across
your
the street
path, you're supposed to put an X over it or whatever, so you don't get like the bad juju or whatever. Right?
But like, it's the same thing to me with. I don't know how to feel about it, because it's like. I don't know.
I always the one that I didn't
Superstition in one way, but like, it's like Charlie turning his mom's turning the lights off.
Well, it's OCD.
And it's
yeah.
like, yeah, but like, how much of superstition is OCD? Like,
Probably,
ingrained,
I would honestly, I don't know if I don't want to get in trouble by the OCD police, but because I think we did. I do think, did we get in trouble for something about mentioning something
I'm sure
about
you
OCD?
said something wrong.
Okay, no, I'm just saying OCD is a very serious thing that people do have.
No, I talked about it at the comic book shop. I think is what it was.
That's
where
right.
There was a
Yeah,
guy who
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
He was like, "You should take it more
clinically
seriously."
diagnosed with OCD, and he was like, you shouldn't just say those things. And I'm like,
And we here at the WYSP studios, we know that it's a real disease, and we know that we take it very seriously. And I know that I'm saying that smiling, but that's because I can't stop smiling.
it's because you buckle under pressure.
The one omen that I don't like is when you see the owl. Apparently, if you see an owl out in daytime, it's like that's a sign of like something bad happening within your family. So I don't like seeing the owl in daytime. I've never
Let
seen.
me tell you something about owls. Okay, let's take it back. Let's take it back. Like episode 4, we did a whole goddamn episode on birds.
Shouts out to that episode, man. Yeah.
Okay, and like I had this thing about owls where I'm like, they're kind of creepy. I have done a full circle, a 180.
Okay.
I think owls are dope.
Okay, damn, dude.
And
Look at us growing all the time.
And I want to have a fucking owl chill on my arm, and I want to pet that motherfucker.
What? We probably arrange that. Yeah, I think there's
I want to do it. Like legit, I want to do
there's probably a place in Florida we can go to, right?
it. I'm sure there's a place around here. I
That
just
is
think
one
owls
thing.
are
I know that we're going.
owls are cool as fuck.
I don't know if anybody knows this. We're going on a trip here in a little bit.
Don't announce your plans.
Yeah, maybe
Announcing your plans is the easiest way to make God laugh.
that feels weird, but laugh away, dude. He's been laughing his whole life at me, dude. I don't even care. But
I say that because we were supposed to have a guest this week, by the way.
yeah, that is true too.
And I did not want to bring it up last week.
Sorry,
And
I don't know how it got brought up.
you know,
Oh yeah,
You did.
I did. Yeah, that's right.
you did.
Oi,
And
oi,
you know,
bruv.
scheduling conflict. Shit happens. Whatever.
Yeah,
So,
buddy, it's okay.
I don't
I
care.
want to see an alligator. That's what I was gonna say. Like in
Anyways,
person. Not
the
close to me, though.
intention. The intention is that we are supposed to go on a trip. this
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
And if all goes according to plan, we will discuss on the next episode.
And if it doesn't go according to plan, we're gonna fucking
We will
talk
discuss
about it
on the
in
next episode.
week. Yeah, baby. Oh man, I love having a podcast sometimes. All right, so then let's get spooky again.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to diverge too much. Then we've got the Tale of Bloody Mary. Now, Alex, have you heard the Tale of Bloody Mary?
yeah.
What is the iteration that you were told as a kid?
The mirror.
Yes, but like there's different like variations of it. Like, what did she do in the like? Do you remember? Like, was it your cousins? They get together and they're like that was my experience.
Like, what do you mean? Like your cousins got together?
Like we were all hanging out at like my aunt's house. My cousins were all
Oh
like,
no,
yeah,
I never
there's
had
a,
anything like that.
Bloody Mary.
I mean, Bloody Mary and the Candyman are sort of like similar,
Very similar.
right?
Yes, that is. And speaking of, little hint to next character, it's also the Candyman. So
Okay. You say the name 3 times, turn the lights off, they appear in the mirror, sort of deal.
yeah, it's supposed to be like an dim room with
Sort of like
candles.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, we can only say that 2 more times this episode, so keep it, But I think he's probably he's probably
okay.
inspired.
What are the
by it.
statutes of limitation on that though? Because like if you say his
They
name,
don't really
right,
say. They don't really bring up the fact that like.
and then like you don't say it for a couple of days, is you get like a 24-hour reset timer?
I don't know.
Like,
I've said Bloody Mary a shit ton today, and nobody's appeared in my mirrors. So
that's because it's not real, dude.
that too, yes, that is another thing. But if we're trying to be spooky here, but my thing is, so the story I was told is that like you say Bloody Mary 3 times in a room, all the lights off, you got candles all around the mirror, whatever. She's supposed to like show up, scare the shit out of you, and like pull you through the mirror, and you're supposed to flip the lights on before she gets you. And if you do that,
Okay.
she won't get you. But if you see her, it'll drive you insane. Oh, I saw the reflection of the door in the background. I'm like, oh no, like, there's a window.
Yours?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, somebody's just walking behind me. It scares the shit out of me. Probably piss myself. But the whole thing is like, yeah, she's supposed to pull you in the mirror and take you and kill you or whatever, or she's supposed to drive you insane. You're supposed to claw your eyes out and shit.
Okay.
All that being said, okay, so the real legend is that they don't know where the legend is actually from because
Okay.
they don't know who the actual tale is based on, right? There's multiple people that story is based around. The best guesses that historians have are Queen Mary the First, right? That we all know and love, right? She was great, all hail the Queen.
Was she?
No, she was horrible. She was a very bad person. She tortured and executed Protestants as heretics when she established.
Were there any good people back then?
No, they're all just shitty. But she, when she
Are
established,
there any good people now?
everybody's just so shitty, man. She established Catholicism as England's main religion, and then basically anybody that wasn't Catholic, she was like, fucking off their heads, dude. Get them out of here. She tortured a bunch of people, killed a bunch of people, and like they say, like that's kind of like she's got a lot of blood on her hands. That's kind of there's that drawing that correlation.
It's off with your head again.
Off with your head, yeah.
Isn't there like a nursery rhyme?
There is some nursery rhyme about like King Henry and his like whatever.
No.
Okay. Also,
We discussed this.
fun fact.
Okay.
While
how fun
I
is
was
it?
researching Bloody Mary, right, came across Mary, Queen of England, right? She is the daughter of Henry the one that had all the wives, right? Henry the Fifth. What
That doesn't narrow it down,
what does
dude.
VIII mean? Is that 8th?
8.
Okay, Henry the Eighth, right? The one that cut all of the wives' heads off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, her mother, I think, was she executed or not? I don't remember. But anyways, he basically was like, you aren't giving me a son. You aren't giving me a son, so fuck you. We're out of here, buddy. And divorced her or whatever. So she's technically speaking wasn't a successor to the throne, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it turns out she fought tooth and nail to get the crown. And what she did, she basically was like, fuck you. And then went on a hurry. But I say all that because if you remember, I talked about the movie called The Other Boleyn Girl, where there was a whole debacle about Anne Boleyn and she actually her mother, but that was her sister or whatever was the one who was married to King Henry in the movie, and then Anne Boleyn. And I don't know, it's just a fun little.
I don't know what the point of that was.
I don't either. But hey, buddy, this is it.
I give it like a 5 out of 10 on the fun scale.
Okay. But then there's the second person that's possibly tied to is not even a Mary. It's Elizabeth Bathory.
Okay.
And she was said to have killed and tortured 660 girls and women and bathed in their blood to keep her youth, and was later executed for vampirism, or suspected vampirism.
What year is this?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I didn't look up years. I vaguely
That's
remember.
1403 BC.
Let me click on
AD.
her. 17th century. So until her death in 1614.
That was 200 years off.
I don't know how centuries work. So why is it called the 17th century if it was 1614 when she died? I don't know.
Because the I'm just move past it.
Okay.
I'll explain later.
Then there's the third and final person they think it's tied to, which is Mary Worth, who the historians still don't know if her story.
Just remember when you're doing centuries,
Yeah.
if you're talking about the 1900s, go up one. When you're talking
Okay,
about
so it's 2000,
it's the 20th century.
20th century. Okay.
The 21st century would be the next one.
Okay, got you. Okay, so Mary Worth, she's either a lady who was responsible for killing slaves trying to escape on the Underground Railroad, bad, or she was just a woman accused of being a witch during the Salem witch trials. They're not sure, but apparently she's also like tied to the story of like Bloody Mary. So this is just something fun. Like it's like one of those things where like maybe they all like wear the same mantle, right? And so like it's like a game they play where like which Mary are you gonna get? You know, well I got Elizabeth Bathory again. Ugh, you know. So moving on to the Candyman.
Do you know what century you live in?
21st hundredth?
Good job.
Is it? I don't know.
21st century.
I was born in 1990 though. Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't
make
Born in
sense.
you were born in the 20th century. You live in the 21st century.
Doesn't make sense. Should be 19th century. I'm a 19th century man. What can I say, my guy? Oh, man.
How did you miss high school?
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the class where they talked about centuries and how they work.
Yeah, you clearly
I
did.
must have been out that day, clearly. So
You were too busy taking a family vacation in the middle of the fucking school year.
yeah, it was. It's fucking the same day that September 11th happened, probably.
God damn, that irritates the shit out of me. I just want you to know.
Oh, yeah, man. All these
It
family
irritates me.
vacations I had with my loving family.
No, it irritates me because, like, it irritates me from the perspective of, like, okay, you took it during school.
Mhm.
Okay, I get that it was cheaper, but, like, who the fuck do you think you guys were? Are you, like, supposedly, are you just better than everybody else? Because
Clearly.
that's like an arrogance, and I don't like it. You're not following the fucking rules.
I think it was more so like we went to like we lived in a poor area and like people really didn't give a shit if I showed up to school or not. So like,
yeah, all 7 of your graduating class.
yep. Actually, it's probably
How
pretty
many-
close. No,
Was
my
it 7?
graduating class was different because I went to a different high school for no. It's like
There's still
there
like
was still like 100 or
less-
so. in my
There's
graduating
no
class.
way.
Yeah.
There's not even 100 people in that fucking town you went to.
Well, I mean,
lived
this
in.
is the bigger town that the small town is in. So
Anyways,
the Candyman, baby, everybody's favorite.
in the Candyman is already Bloody Mary.
No, Candyman is not Bloody Mary. It's totally different.
They gender bent Bloody Mary and turned it into.
No, but
Black
they did alter the story a lot for the Candyman. The Candyman's origins are easily tied back to the UK, a British writer. Oh man, I
Shouts
lost my
out Jim.
spot. Shouts out Jim. You guys
the
crushing it.
Candyman.
He is the Candyman. Actually, he does have a hook hand and he does kill people for candy. I think I don't know how it works, but basically it's the same situation. You say Candyman 5 times. Okay, this is up from 3 in a dimly lit mirror in a dark room with candles. And then if you landed yourself on his hit list as the next victim, he snatches you up and kills you in some brutal fashion. Right? We all know the movies. We've all seen the movies. Right? I didn't realize there was a new Candyman that's like out in 2021 that takes place, and it's the continuation of the story, kind of like Doctor Sleep was, I guess. I gotta watch it because it sounds pretty rad. It's Jordan Peele, and he fucking crushes it. So, anyways,
Is it Tony Todd? Is that his name?
yes, actually, I think it is. I don't remember
That's the
exactly.
voice, that's the voice of Venom in Spider-Man 2.
Fucking crushes it too. Then they did a good job with Venom. I liked it.
You didn't play it.
Oh, I thought you meant the movies. I was talking about the movie.
He's not in the movie. what the fuck are you talking
I thought
about?
he did the voice of Venom in the movies.
I said Spider-Man 2, not Venom. Let there be carnage.
I guess you did say Spider-Man
Sep-
2, but I heard Venom 2. I'm gonna go back and play the tape over again, but I'm pretty sure I heard you say
I
Venom
am
2.
right.
You probably
I
are.
did not.
But hey. Anyways,
I am.
it can be tied back to, like I said, oh shit, where did I fucking lost my spot? To the UK author, I almost said artist, Clive Barker, who in his in his short story, The Forbidden, all right, which is a tale. Now this is where they diverge a little bit because the original tale was that he was a white man who dons a patchwork outfit and has a hook hand and kills people in the slums of England.
So was it like his take of Jack the Ripper?
Probably. He's probably like kind of like took inspiration from Jack the Ripper.
Like their modern, like the modern day version
Yeah.
of Jack the Ripper, I guess.
But basically
So Clive Barker?
yes.
Because Clive Barker's not that old. I'm pretty sure Clive
I feel
Barker
like he's
just
still
died
alive.
recently.
At least that's what this article I found on fucking that said about it.
Yeah, he's still alive. He was born in 1952. He's a big horror guy.
Yeah. So, anyways, they took that legend and they basically spun it to a multitude of different tales about a man who summons, who kills you, his rage coming from,
Hellraiser.
yeah, his rage coming from some unjust thing that happened to him in the past. Most of the stories have been spun to spotlight racial injustices. A lot of them being like the tale in the Candyman movies where Daniel Robb was lynched for being in a relationship with a white woman. He was a black man, and that was frowned upon at the time. Apparently, it's so, man. I don't understand racism and all that. It's so dumb. Like, but anyways,
I don't understand how people can believe in a fucking thing that appears in the mirror.
that's true too. Yeah, and I don't understand why it's white people that think they're the spirit race whenever it's not. Clearly, you just take a.
You just took a left turn
Well, I'm
here,
just
buddy.
saying, man. If you drive down to the south and you look out your window and it's not. White people suck. Like, we're not good. But
Okay.
anywho,
No argument here, dude.
hey buddy.
You
Anyways,
just took like a left turn out of nowhere.
spotlighting racial injustices, baby, is what I do. You know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
his rage was on in the spirit
The
of the
white
Candyman.
supremacists.
Yeah, allegedly. Okay, that's what I hear. That people call me in the forums or whatever. But
In the forums. Let's take it back. Let's go back to forums, please.
I don't know, man. Forums kind of like we gotta keep a better eye on the forums. I think is what it is. You know, find anybody posting some dumb shit or whatever, but let them post it.
So
of course.
Reddit.
Yeah,
So
let
Reddit.
them post it, but then obviously keep them on a watch list or something. You know. But yeah, that's the tale of the Candyman.
Okay, that's 3.
And we got everybody's favorite. He's coming back in. You know him. You love him. It's the Goat Man. All right.
The Goat
Have you ever
Man.
heard of the Goat Man by chance?
Yeah.
Okay. What
Yeah.
do you know about the Goat Man?
He's in it like half goat, half man.
Yeah. That's kind of the name. So yeah, you got that one. That's a point for you. Good job. What is the like? What tales have you heard about him? Have you heard any tales about him?
I've heard a couple, but like it's a human legs goat top, right?
No.
Or is
I think it's
it-
the other way around? At least
it-
I think
So it's like a troll body, goat legs.
goat legs for sure. Probably.
I know they have. He's got horns, right? Has goat horns.
Yes.
What do I know? There's something within the last like 15 years of my life that it featured the goat man heavily,
Oh
and I
man.
cannot piece it.
There was that one Daniel Radcliffe book. No.
But the last 15 years would be like from 2010, which is like
Yeah, sorry.
you say, well, 15 years ago. That was year 2000.
Jesus Christ, we're so old,
It
man.
was 25
Yeah.
years ago, bro.
Daniel Radcliffe's in a movie that was based off of a book where like there's some sort
No.
of goat man iteration or whatever. But
I'm gonna see if you tell me about. I'm gonna see if I can.
anywho, yeah, I'll tell you about him. So I'm not privy to having been scared by this one, but I've heard about the goat man since I am a man of cryptids.
Everything is a fucking Minecraft mod.
It really is, man. I love it.
No, that's what popped up. I want goat man.
There have been many iterations of the Goat Man's tale, as I'm finding with all these urban legends and spooky figures. They basically like have been adapted from times past or whatever and just changed. But the story goes.
Well, we talked about the goat man when we did the 50
Yeah.
50 states.
Yes, he is.
Oh
man.
cryptids.
Yeah, dude. That was a Halloween or two ago, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm diving a little bit deeper into him. This legend goes an unnamed doctor attempted to merge the DNA of a goat with his assistant, William Lotsford. The experiment was a partial success, but William went mad at the sight of himself and killed the doctor and took off into the woods of Maryland. There, he spends his time preying on local wildlife and pets, but doesn't shy away from taking a human victim. And it is said that he was the one who murdered 14 hikers in 1962, hacking them to pieces and howling all the while. But
There's a game on Steam called The Goat Man.
I feel like I've heard that one. Yeah, I think actually. Yeah, I think,
Co-op. It's a co-op game. It's like that Sasquatch game, Bigfoot.
Let's play
Kills
that.
or whatever.
Let's get that and play it. But like Mothman, it's up to you to decide if he's real or just a legend. But folks to this day still claim that he roams the woods, and he has a bridge that's been said to be where he appears regularly to hunt. I'm pretty sure that bridge was also featured on like Unsolved the BuzzFeed guys, Unsolved Mysteries or whatever BuzzFeed guys. They went out to the.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's Shane. He was out there like taunting the Goat Man or whatever. Yeah.
My thing is like, if any of these things, it's like, do I believe in aliens? Yes, I think they're out there somewhere. Do I believe they're here? I don't know, maybe, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think aliens. I don't know why aliens feel to be the most plausible, but like, fucking Nessie and chupacabras and Yetis and Bigfoots and all these. Like, I know again, like we would have seen them by now.
I mean, I don't know, man. There's like the story of the platypus. Also, the gorilla. A gorilla was also a fucking cryptid at one point. Like it's.
Well, you're talking about morons, dude. They didn't have any education 300-400 years ago. We still have it. We have morons
I
now.
think that's easy for us to say in hindsight.
They were ignorant.
Yeah,
They were ignorant.
they were things that they
Ignorance not
didn't know
necessarily a
yet.
bad thing.
Yes, but
Yeah,
that's the same thing
I
with
mean,
us. Like it's one of those things
bro. They
where
thought they were, witches.
there's so much territory on this planet that we have yet to discover. Right?
Okay, I understand that, but outside of like the deep dark depths of the ocean,
Mhm.
there's very rarely do we. I mean, how many? I mean, maybe it's more.
Nice.
Sorry.
No, you good, dude. Please get it all
That
out.
came out. Yeah, everybody listening to this is gonna yawn. That came out of nowhere.
It did seem like it stuck on you. Like oh shit.
um, what was I saying?
You're saying that like the deep dark depths or whatever, and then
So outside of the deep dark depths of the ocean, where there's still like creatures we don't know, how often?
Mhm.
And now again, like I'm not perusing the fucking headlines and front page news of like new creature discovered.
Yeah.
We find new species of like insect
they
or,
just found like a shit ton of
or
frogs that they haven't named
yeah,
yet.
but they're frogs. We know what a fucking frog looks like.
Yeah, but like
What I'm saying is like how many new creatures do we discover? Not new species of a fucking well established creature.
okay, that's not fair because you took the deep dark ocean out. We just discovered like a bunch in the deep dark ocean. So
Well, right. But my point is the goat man and the chupacabra and Bigfoot and Yeti, they are land faring creatures supposedly, so we would have found them.
I don't know, man. While I understand what you're saying, I still don't think that we have covered the entire landmass of the U.S. It's not. We have
The
not.
U.S. I'm talking about the
I'm
world,
talking-
bro.
yeah, I
Look
mean,
how
like
pompous you are.
We are the world, buddy. Okay, we are
Okay.
everything. Okay,
Okay.
but I'm talking about like
Jeez.
humans have not encompassed the entire globe, like landmass and all. Like obviously we haven't hit the oceans because like would fucking be crushed to death. But like we haven't spread out as much as I think uh, is perceived, right? Like yes, there's cameras everywhere, there's trains going all over the place, but it's like there's still a lot
Bro,
of
we put shit on
untouched
Mars,
places.
and you tell me that we can't fucking find this hairy creature in the fucking
But that's the thing
woods.
too. It's like you think about just locally, right? The Smoky Mountains, right? It drives down the road. Drive down the road. There's like how many? Like how I gotta Google it real quick. Like how many acres?
We have drones, bro.
Right, but drones can't penetrate thick forest, right?
Yeah, they
Many acres of smoky.
You talking about the country that has like the world's greatest military, and you think we can't penetrate a fucking forest with a drone?
So it's 522,427 acres for just the Smoky Mountains alone, right?
Okay, that's not that much.
There's so many. Like, how many people are out there actively camping right now? You know what I mean? Like probably like 10,
Couple hundred,
maybe 15,
couple hundred.
maybe a couple hundred, right? But that still doesn't like. We as humans, I take up a fucking half an acre plot if I'm being generous, right? And you could fucking hide in my backyard and I wouldn't even know you were there, right?
Well, that's because
And
you
that's-
were
that's-
oblivious to the things
that's-
around you were at.
But there's probably somebody hiding in your backyard right now, under your porch. You don't even know it.
More likely, my house, yes.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying is that like
I have a fence line, and then there's like a whole ass like wooded area right there.
what I'm trying to say is that there's so many places for things to hide, right? And then that's not even getting to the fact that like, what if they're interdimensional, right? What if they?
Yeah, see
what if
that you
they're-
always bring that in, but I feel like that has to be struck from the argument as because it's not plausible.
not possible. Why? You know, just because we haven't discovered or like know how supersymmetry works, right? Where there's two different.
Because I feel like
There's-
it's a lazy
there's-
excuse to an argument. It's like a blanket statement. It's the same thing that I use when I like to see tangible fucking proof. Show me. Dude, I will go with you on any adventure, and you want to take me and be like, oh, look, listen here. Like there was tracks, blah, blah, blah. Okay. At the end of the fucking thing,
Yeah.
I need to see it. I need to
Yeah,
see
and I
it.
get that, but it's like I can't like that's they hide. They're really good. They're really good at
No, they're
hiders.
not. Bullshit,
I mean,
bro. We can kidnap shit and put them in zoos. You can't tell me that. And plus, do they reproduce? Like
there's Bigfoot women, Bigfoot men, Bigfoot babies. Apparently,
where, where,
in the woods, man. I don't know. People have
where?
stories. You know.
And yet, no one has a picture of one
I don't know why. Okay, I can't tell
because they
you.
don't
I feel like
exist,
you're putting
Jacob.
me on trial right now. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen one. I only believe in them. Okay, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's like one of those things where, I mean, like think about it. The platypus, right?
But it exists.
Yes, but that's the thing is when the doctor that first discovered the platypus
I get
brought it
it.
back. People thought that he was fucked up and he just sewed a bunch of animals together, right? And it wasn't
Hmm.
until like a couple, I think maybe like a decade or two later, where they were out exploring and they stumbled upon another platypus. And they
They're
were like,
poisonous, right?
oh yeah, they're highly venomous too. I think it was with one. They can kill you if I'm not mistaken. Uh, but they discovered they walked upon one. They were like, oh fuck, these things are real, like right.
It's a Pokemon.
This is like it literally looks like a Pokemon, dude. Gorillas the same way. People talked about like there were legends of like monkey people hanging out in the forest, right? Until they go and discover fucking gorillas hanging out, just chilling out. Silverback. I would not want to come like silverback gorillas.
Okay.
Scary.
Oh yeah. Okay. All these things are proven to be real.
Yes, but at one point it was just a cryptid. It was just fact or it was just fiction that people talked about, like a scary story to tell around the campfire, like we're doing right now.
I don't feel like I'll give you platypus because that's probably within the last 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
Gorilla,
But what I'm
I
saying,
don't know. I just
how long it took for us to discover those, right? Humans being around for as long as they were, populating as much as we do, going, and that was back when we were nomadic. We were going through the forest, we were going through the woods, and nobody stumbles across a gorilla until like I don't know when
let
they
me
were
tell you this.
discovered.
Do I think that a Bigfoot could have been real? Yes. Do I think that they exist now? No. I think it's one of those circumstances where like it's just a species that died out. You know how many extinct animals we have thanks to humans?
But that's the thing,
Lots.
Tasmanian devil, like right? They think that
Doesn't
that thing
exist anymore.
that they thought that it doesn't exist more, but I'm pretty sure they discovered one alive recently, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken, but
I think you're mistaken.
there was a hunt for the Tasmanian
A
devil.
hunt showdown?
Yeah, dude, it's a great game. I guess you should try it honestly. But
Oh, what else?
that's all the spooky stuff I got for this episode. So,
Well, there's something about Chat GPT in
oh
here.
yeah, we could do a real life scary story real quick before we head on out of here. Okay.
Head on out.
Let's take a look at this article real quick.
Oh, do you need a picture for your fucking
Yeah, sure,
thumbnail?
dude. All the time. I'll take a thumbnail.
What are we doing? What are we doing? How's that?
Yeah, it's perfect. I'll do it. I'll do it in post. That'll be fine.
I don't know what this. I don't know what the screen cap is or what time.
Oh
frame
shit.
it is.
Okay. So in a real life scary movie, the ChatGPT creator Sam Altman, right, is now wanting people to scan their irises, in an effort to create human passports for people online. So it's just like every day we're marching closer to that dystopian. But basically, his justification is that in the near future, AI is going to be so good and it's going to be able to think and create on its own that we're going to have a way to basically like, so it's basically like Fallout. We need a way to figure out like which ones are symbiotes, right? What do they call them in Fallout? Was it sense, right? We need to
I didn't
figure
know
out a
where
way.
you're going. You were talking about Venom for a second, I guess.
Symbiotes, yeah. Where's Venom at, buddy? Show me. But basically, it creates it takes a picture of your eye, then codes it into like binary language, and then apparently, quote unquote, deletes the image, and that is stored and encrypted as your like they hand you a card or something. I don't know fucking know what they do, and they hand you a card or some shit, and like that's your passport for being a human, and that's how you prove to yourself that you're a human online. So
You know what's even worse than that?
it's not.
Did you see what Kroger's been doing lately?
Oh boy, I can only imagine charging me more for bringing up my own groceries.
So now I don't have all the facts here.
Okay.
This is
Hearsay so far.
no. This is no. There's articles and like I'm pretty sure it was in our group chat. I just
Okay.
didn't read it.
Okay.
There's basically like they are upcharging you based on the frequency in which you shop for particular items. So they use your facial recognition captured and then they know that, oh, this person buys Tombstone pizzas every time they come to the grocery store. So we are going to increase the prices on those because we know you will buy them.
And that is also on the heels of digital price tags, which are getting more traction in the news as well. Dude, we're just fucking. This
It's
is
awful.
okay. To
This is scary. This is scary.
to bring it all home, this is terrifying, and this is the exact reason that, like, when people talk about the economy, right? They're like, "Oh, the president's doing such a shitty job. The economy is like so bad," right? This is why. This is the kind of stuff that comes out about corporations where I'm just
No
like,
one's ever said that. I've never heard that before.
"Yeah, I know the economy's doing great from what I hear," but this is like these are the stories where it's like, it's not anything to do with one person in power or like a party, a Republican, Democrat, etc., whatever. The UK is the parliament, right? It's greedy fucking corporations, right? Doing whatever they can to just nickel and dime your asshole until you don't have any asshole left, and then they go and they like, what are you gonna do now? How are you gonna pay? You know? Uh-oh, give me money. You don't have the money? Okay, starve to death. And that's,
You're gonna die, and then your next of kin's gonna get your credit card debt.
yay.